Okay, good morning, Key Stage 3. Welcome to the Celebration Assembly, and it's amazing what you've done over the last 2 weeks. We've had some sneak previews of work being sent in, and anyone who's seen this has been blown away by the standard, by the imagination and the creativity that you have shown over the past few days. Well done to everyone who have taken part. It's a unique way of learning. When we did a listen to learners review about a month ago, you said that you were getting on really well with your timetabled blended learning, but you perhaps wanted a bit of a change towards the end of term. So the ICT team have been delivering a WRU Minecraft project with you all, and we thought it was so good we would add and enrich this project. I'm asking departments and subject teachers to add some briefs which will raise the skill levels even higher. And so you've had various briefs which we'll show this morning, and we are very happy with the way you've engaged in this and taken part. It's different. Some of you have really loved the way this has been delivered, and you've really engaged in it. Some of you found it a little bit more difficult because you're used to a teacher with you every lesson and guiding you and being there. So it's been a really interesting 2 weeks. After this today, I'm going to send out a link for you to fill in a survey, and I want you to be honest, and I want you to give us some feedback about how you found it, what was the things you found most engaging, what are the things you found maybe difficult, and so we can then make it even better when we do this next time. The skills you developed over the last few days are digital skills, literacy, numeracy, Welsh. Things like creativity, innovation. Innovation is doing something different, doing something new. Problem solving, independence, critical thinking, time management skills. Instead of having those 5 one-hour lessons, you had the freedom to manage yourselves in your teams. And that's different for you, and well done to you for doing that. And teamwork. That's really important, that you were able to get on with your team, to communicate effectively, and to almost share some of the briefs to decide who was doing what and come together with a fantastic project. Really excited to hand over to Mrs. Giddy, who has spent a lot of time the last couple of days putting a montage together and showing examples of some of the work you have produced. So I'm going to pass you to Mrs. Giddy, and I'll come back at the end.
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. I just want to reiterate what Mr. Goddard just said about how we have been amazed and blown away by the quality of work that has been produced. I actually never thought that some of the work that you have created could have been created in this time where you worked really independently. So we are very, very impressed. All of your IT teachers, we've been looking over your work for the last few days. I know quite a lot of you have sent work to me as well, and I really am sorry that I haven't been able to showcase everybody's, but there was just so much work, and also quite a lot of the file sizes were huge. It took me until 1 o'clock last night, well, in the morning, to try and download some of them because they were so large. And the quality of the walkthroughs and the way in which you've produced things have been absolutely amazing. And I'm really, really impressed. And I think that this really has taught you a lot of skills, like Mr. Goddard just mentioned, and a lot of them are skills that you didn't necessarily realise that you were sort of learning. So things like resilience and patience, because I know some of you, it hasn't gone according to plan. You've lost your builds, you've had issues with people in your teams, and you've actually learned how to deal with those like grown-ups would as adults. So you've learned to be very independent and resilient, and also you've made fantastic efforts with trust. So we put trust in you. We didn't know how this would necessarily go, and we put trust in you all to show you maturity to produce fantastic work. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a presentation that I've put together. It's a montage of lots of different pupils' work across Key Stage 3. I'm really sorry, like I said, if I haven't got around to putting yours in. It could be that I just obviously didn't have the time to go through every single person's one to take out an item of work for them. Within the PowerPoint, there'll be some music as well that pupils have produced. So there's some music anthems that from the music brief, and also examples of different work. So I'm going to share my screen with you all. Got to make sure I include the sound so that otherwise it'll go wrong. Now, the first thing we're going to start with is an a cappella, which has been produced by pupils, I believe in year 7, potentially, or maybe year 8, and it is based on the national anthem. We're going to move on and have a look at some of the art caricatures, which I'm sure you'll agree are absolutely amazing and fantastic. And I certainly cannot draw like everybody can here. There's some amazing likeness to the actual players, which I think is absolutely unbelievable. The Lee Halfpenny one, Alan William-Jones, Rhys Samet, George North, they all look absolutely fantastic. And I know the art teachers are incredibly impressed with the quality of work that has been produced. And let's, be honest, it's been under difficult times. Being at home is quite difficult, having to, manage your own time and work on areas. And I've been really impressed how you've all split the work up, and those that have got their certain strengths at certain things have done specific tasks. And some of these caricatures, like I said, are absolutely amazing. In a second, there's going to be another video. Well, it's not a video, sorry, it's a song, an anthem that is being produced by Charlie Hathaway. And I'm going to play some slides of work in the background so that you can see.
Charlie Hathaway's Welsh National Anthem. A land of rugged mountains, a land of fine estate. The sound of rushing rivers gives us cause to celebrate. A land of ancient forests, green valleys, grazing sheep, gives the people of St. David a land they wish to keep. We love you, Wales. We love you, Wales. Follow the red dragon flag in parades led by Welsh bands, raise voices in the choirs to salute this lovely land. For here in Wales, so far away, the Welsh remember still, and on St. David's Day with pride, when leek or daffodil, love you, Wales. We love you, Wales.
Sure you'll agree with me how wonderful and talented some of the music and anthems that have been put together are. And you can see here that some students took it to the nth degree. They actually made some of their food for their stadium, which is amazing. And you can see it looks really tasty. Some of the PE briefs that were produced by some of the year groups as well, with the fitness regime and also the menu of what they should eat each day as a rugby player. And again, some more fitness and nutrition tasks for the pupils. The sustainability brief, and there was loads of excellent work on sustainability, so I'm sure your science teachers are going to be very impressed when we pass on some of the work to those. This was done really, really well by everybody. And I love the way that you all split the tasks up so that those with their specialism in certain areas or had a love of science were able to do this easily. And I love the way that on this one here, they were able to actually incorporate it into the NPCs in Minecraft, and they put it into the build, which I will show you some examples later. And then obviously the numeracy task, where you use spreadsheets, so your digital literacy skills, using formulas, and also your numeracy skills as well. And then the languages, which is amazing that you all managed to put in different various languages into the WRU project, which is very much a Welsh project. And then some of the designs that went along with the stadium builds. Okay, so those were just a montage of a few that we've been able to collect at the moment. Also, as part of the project, some of you did the drama brief as well. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example of a couple of those that we had in as well. So I'm hoping that everyone will be able to hear this. Okay, I'm just going to put the
The new Welsh Rugby Union Stadium has been founded by Eleanor Curran and Alexa Briggs. Today we'll be talking to Eleanor, one of the stadium designers, and we'll also be listening to the views of the city mayor. Hello, Eleanor.
Hi, Alexa.
I can see you're standing beside your newly built stadium now. Could you tell us a bit more about your idea behind this building, please?
Yes, of course, I'd be delighted to. Here is the stadium roof garden. As daffodils are the flower of Wales, we've built some huge statues of them on the roof. We have to make a bold statement when people see the stadium for the first time. As cars pull in, the daffodils are the first thing they see, and the view is simply stunning. Our stadium caters for all ages, and so we've made a stepping stone challenge for anyone who wants to have some fun. Our stadium is white, red and green, as these are the colours on the Welsh flag. We have made the best of the space we have by putting food stalls and tables underneath the stadium seats. We've also made a gift shop so that people always remember their experience with us. Our stadium is located in Monmouth so that people from both England and Wales have access to it.
Wow, some great design skills there. Let's hear what the city mayor thinks about this new stadium. Hello.
Hello, Alexa. Well, after seeing those incredible clips, the stadium looks absolutely amazing. Its location is superb because, as Eleanor said, her and Alexa have made it possible for people from Wales and England to have access to it. I believe that the stadium will be exceptionally popular as the roof garden and daffodil sculptures are a brilliant landmark and certainly stand out. For this reason, I'm wondering whether the stadium is big enough, but it is reasonably large and I strongly feel that this build will be a success.
Yes, I agree. This is definitely an impressive building. Thank you to Eleanor and Alexa for allowing us to show their stadium, and thank you to the city mayor for sharing your views on this new building. Thank you, everyone. Good night, good day, good afternoon, wherever you may be.
So, Toby, you are the designer of the stadium. How much did it cost to build?
The stadium cost around £95 million to build. The stadium shell cost a lot, as well as the lobby, because of the materials we used.
How is the stadium powered?
The stadium is powered using solar panels on the roof, which we also wired up to a power meter to detect how much power we're getting in. As well as this, we also put an aquaponics filter to filter out our plants to help save the oxygen in the world, to help produce oxygen from carbon dioxide and save the planet.
Thank you. So, Max, do you think the players are performing better in the new stadium?
I think the players are performing a lot better because we have more fans that are able to be inside the stadium, so it makes the whole atmosphere better.
Do you think these fans are enjoying the new stadium?
I do think that they're enjoying the new stadium because there are more seats, so a bigger number of fans can come and more away fans can come as well.
Thank you. Harry, you're a player at the stadium. How do you feel playing at this new stadium?
I enjoy playing at the stadium because of the extended number of fans interacting with you during the game.
What are the pros and cons of the new stadium?
I really like this stadium, and I think the atmosphere is very enjoyable, which is important for rugby. But I would say the stadium is a lot further away from my house than the Millennium Stadium.
Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, so that's just some of the examples of some of the news conferences we had. I'm going to show you now a few examples of some of the builds where pupils have used the NPCs and the chalkboards really well, and they've embedded a lot of their work within them. They've also put a voiceover with their tour as well. Now, I have had to cut some of these down, so I apologise for anyone who's expecting their full build, but some of them were 16 minutes. So in order to try and get everyone's in, I've had to cut them down a little bit.
Welcome to our Stadium of the Future, the Stadium Castle Gwent. This is a 50,000-seater stadium located on the outskirts of Chepstow, not far from the picturesque Wye Valley and Chepstow Racecourse. This second build stadium has taken myself, Caitlin Morgan, and Josh Dalton approximately 30 hours to design, create and complete. We're going to take you on a tour of this very unique 3-tier building. We will also be showing you links to assigned work groups set by our teachers whilst on your tour, and these cover a variety of areas of learning. On that note, I'll pass you over to Josh, who will be introducing himself and showing you the car park and the skillful emblem that he created for his design tech group. Josh?
Hello, I'm Josh, and this is the car park. It's fitted with street lamps, and it has dividers between each space. If you look up, then you'll see the rugby club's emblem that I designed for my DT brief. I'm now going to take you through the front doors of the rugby club, where Caitlin will be waiting for us.
Hi Josh, yes, I'm here in the stadium's reception, which also incorporates the customer service and ticket sales. Let me introduce you to Lily, our customer services manager. She's here to help you with anything you'd like to ask or know about the stadium, and also has a great travel guide brochure for Cardiff, the capital of Wales, and also some surrounding areas. This has been created by myself and Josh as part of a humanities task, and you'll no doubt have noticed that we've linked the surnames together to create Morton tours. Lily is Becky. Becky is the ticket sales manager. She's here to sell you a ticket if you haven't purchased one in advance, but you still want to see the game. And she would also like to show you a link to Josh's amazing math poster to show you all of the income costs of the ticket sales and all of the costs of the behind the scenes stuff too. Oh, hi Josh, why don't you tell us about the bar and the toilets?
At the bar, you can buy drinks and snacks whilst you're waiting for the game to start, or even during the game. And if you look to the right, the toilets are over there. Now we can see Caitlin in the VIP room.
Welcome to the VIP area, where we can see Tracy having a little look around. This is the area where people with the VIP pass get to sit and watch the game. They receive extra special service and also get access to the VIP aquarium, which will come later in the tour. Next, I'll take you onto our rugby pitch. Here you can see our rugby pitch. We've chosen a 6G hybrid all-weather pitch of the future. This is made of 95% natural materials and several layers to include a shock absorbent layer to protect the players' limbs and legs. We did try to recreate a retractable pitch, but that proved to be a little problematic in Minecraft. However, your imaginations can take you wherever you like. If I wander over to Chantel, she would like to show us a very special link, which will display a caricature made by Josh of Alan Wynne-Jones. This was set by the art department as a learning brief. Next, I'm going to go over to Crystal. Her link displays an Argentine player profile of Nicolas Sanchez that I created in Spanish. I go over to Tiffany. She has the link to Megan's Welsh player profile brief. I'll now fly over to the media room, but we'll be coming back to the picture later for a little unexpected surprise. Welcome to the media room. This is where the commentators will speak about the game in real time for it to be published on TV. Here we have Patricia, who has a very special link to a newspaper report. This was part of an English brief and was created by me and Josh. Patricia, we're now going to make our way to the changing rooms where Josh and Jarvis are waiting to talk about all of the special features in there.
Welcome to the changing rooms. It's fit with face recognition lockers for each and every player, and it has quite nice benches. Now, if we go to security, we'll bump into Oren, the security guard. At the security room, we can look at all of the cameras in the stadium to make sure no one has been naughty or is being naughty. Now, I know Caitlin likes snacks, so let's go to the cafe.
Good idea, Josh. Here we are in the cafe. Hi, Malice. Malice is the head chef in the Stadium Caswend. Let's have a look at the link, which will display my food tech Eat on the Go brief about my Morgie pasty. Just in case you haven't realised, that is the Morgan version of the Welsh Orgie.
Now we're at the merchandise store, and Dave has a very special Excel sheet that I created for the numeracy brief for us to see. Within it, it holds the profiles of the stadium. Dave also sells items like rugby shirts, boots, and shorts, posters, games, and more. We're now going to take you to the under-pitch player facilities, where we will view the hydrotherapy room. Lastly, we come to the roof, where John has a special presentation that I made to show us about the solar panels and how they power the electricity at the stadium.
Thank you so much for listening and watching our walkthrough. We really hope you enjoyed it. We all know the past year has been so very tough on each and every one of us, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, we promise. So, to honour the NHS and all of their wonderful work and dedication towards the pandemic, we have a small tribute.
The logo of the stadium is a rugby player holding a ball that says WRU on it. Even though the stadium has lots in it, if you come the night before and stay in the hotel or go after the match, there are still lots of things to do. Over here is the hotel. It's not far away from the stadium. Disabled car parking spaces here and normal car parking spaces over here. You can go through this door here. There's lights over here. It's raining right now, so I'll go into the camper van. I'm just going to go out where you meet your parents again. Over here, you would park in here, and there's some beehives, and you go down the old path to get to a nice lake. Nice and wildlife, you see some wild animals. A lot of bees. Here is a bridge, and you can look at this waterfall for like hydropower and stuff. So over here it says construction ahead warning, overgrown forest warning ahead. It's Bob the Builder. Says, hi, I'm taking away the overgrown and broken forest right now. We are using a bulldozer at the minute, but may need other machines in the future. And here's a waterfall there with some fish at the bottom. Over here, there's a river going to the aquaponics. There's lots of seagrass, and there's lots of fish too. Over here, there are some fish, and they'll eat all the seagrass, and it's Alex the aquaponics man. Hi, this is our eco-base, where we are using aquaponics to create an eco-friendly environment. This helps us make the stadium grounds beautiful with a diverse selection of plants that are fed through the aquaponics fertilizer. Might even eat some of the food we grow in the delicious food stalls.
Hello, welcome to the Welsh Falls Stadium. I will be your guide for today.
I'm a little hungry. Can I grab a bite to eat before? Where are there any food stalls?
Yes, if you keep walking straight in front of you, there's around 5 different food stands. The main bases of them are carbohydrate, salad, and fast food.
Buy some fast food, please. Hello, please can I have a burger? Thank you. Where are we going to go now?
Well, if you follow me into reception, you can buy your ticket ready for the stadium.
Hello, I would like to buy a ticket, please.
Of course, that'll be £12.
Here you go.
And here's your ticket. And this is a visitor pass so you can go and meet the players.
Oh, thank you.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. Oh, you've got some bins as well. Oh, and a gift shop. Wow. Oh, and a cafe. That's very cool.
Yes.
Where are we going to go now?
If you follow me, I can give you the backstage tour.
Okay.
As you can see, we have some disabled seats.
Yes, I love how you include everybody.
Yes. So, if we come across just over to here, we end up in the medical room.
Oh, is this where the players go when they get injured or feel ill?
Yes, if they feel ill, they can take a break here.
That's a good idea. There's Dr. Turner and Dr. Barnes. Very nice.
So, when you come up through these steps and into this nicely decorated corridor, there's some tropical fish.
Oh yes, they're very pretty.
Yes. So, this is the door to the staff room, but as you can tell, it's for staff only.
Yes.
Take a look at the men's changing rooms. So, as you can see, these are the doors to the actual changing rooms. Oh look, it's some of the Welsh team players. It's Alan Wynne-Jones and George North.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's really you. I'm such a big fan.
Why, hello, it's a pleasure meeting you. Are you looking forward to watching the match later?
Yes, definitely. I'm really excited.
Well, make sure you get your tickets quickly so that you can get a front row seat.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh look, over here are some showers. And we go through this secret corridor for the players only.
Yes.
Just up these steps, we end up in a sports centre. Oh look, there's George North getting in his exercise. I'm sure we can talk to Gerald, his personal instructor.
Yes. Oh look, there's a PowerPoint on fitness and nutrition. Let's have a look at that. Oh wow, there's a workout for all the players to do and a diet plan.
So, if you walk up these steps through here,
There's a fish tank as well. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Couldn't talk to you earlier. I had to reply to my agent.
Oh, no worries.
So this is a sport field that we practice on.
Oh, it's ginormous. I'm sure that must be very handy for the players to run around in.
Yes, very convenient.
Okay, so I'm sure you'll agree with me that there were some fantastic builds there for us to have a look at. And it was really difficult for me to try and take snippets from some of your builds because they were just so amazing and there wasn't space or pauses in there so that I could snip them. So I'm going to show you a little montage now of some of the anthems that have been created by some of the students. So you can have a little listen to some creativity. I'm sure you'll agree that the creativity of those pieces were absolutely amazing. I certainly could not produce something like that. So I'm going to show you a couple more builds now.
Welcome to our stadium for the WRU project. Here you'll see the vast car park and beautiful entrance tunnel.
Hello, welcome. How are you? This is our futuristic stadium. I hope you enjoy.
If you go through here, you'll see the pitch with players labelled and in the right position to play the game. If you pass through the pitch, you will come to our swim centre, which is where the players like to spend their time working on their strengths.
Hello, this is the swimming centre at our USC stadium. Swimming can help our players relax and do muscle training. This helps separate our stadium from the rest by combining water therapy with a good workout that can target your core, glutes and quads, which are all crucial in rugby.
When you are swimming in our pool, you will get to see tropical fish as you make your way around the pool. There are also different sized diving pools for the players to train on. If you turn left out of the swimming centre, you will come to a public bar and cafeteria area.
Hello, this is our bar and cafeteria area. In the Principality Stadium, there are 34 public bars, 16 food and beverage outlets, and 900 catering staff.
This is our cafeteria. We have friendly staff on hand to help you whenever you need something to eat or drink. On the left is our main course station, and on the right is our dessert station, selling sweet treats like cake. Finally, we have our seating area consisting of 2-seater, 4-seater, and 10-seater benches to eat your food and chill out with your friends.
Before we come to our bar area on your left, we have a block of toilets open to the public. Come and take a look. We have 5 toilets and 5 sinks open at all times. Open at all times for everyone. Now out of the toilets to your left is the bar and lots of friendly staff. In the bar there are 3 stations, main course, drinks and dessert station, so you will never go hungry. They sell a variety of food ranging from sweet cakes to burgers to teas and coffees. Never be afraid to ask our staff if you have any allergies.
Now you see this big rainbow thing? Well, indeed, you wouldn't believe it, but it is a lifesaver. Are your kids being a pain? Just drop them off here and our staff will look after them for as long as you like.
Hey. Welcome to our kids centre. In this kids centre, we have animals the little ones can play with. We also have a music area at the top with an elevator and stairs leading to it, so it is accessible to all. There is also a trampoline so the kids can play during breaks or even during, before and after matches, where lots of the staff are here to help.
Well, that is it for this half of the training club grounds. Over to the other half where the players will be before and after matches. Because this is a training ground, very few real matches are played here. It is just for practice matches. Therefore, we have a women's changing room and a men's changing room.
Hey, and welcome to the men's changing room. In our stadium, we have a men's and women's changing room. This is because we are all inclusive here.
Because rugby is a contact sport, many players get injured badly. Therefore, we have a medical bay waiting on standby just in case anyone gets hurt. We have an elevator so it's accessible to all, so if you're injured it's easy to get up to the second floor. There are also beds and nurses inside to make sure you're all okay.
Borada, this is a medical bay where we help players and spectators with injuries. In the Principality Stadium, there are 17 first aid rooms.
If you come around the back of the changing rooms and the medical bay, you'll find our showers. Inside we have 8 working showers, so after a tough game you can come here to wash off and relax. Just next door we have Just next door we have 6 toilets and sinks for the players to come into before, during and after a match.
Hi, and welcome to our bathrooms in the Principality Stadium. There is about 90 litres of water used per second. There is also 640 sinks, 760 toilets, and 1,750 litres of stored portable water.
When you come out of the toilets, you'll find a gym.
This is the entrance to our stadium. You go through the glass tunnels into the ticket booth. As you come through the glass tunnel, there is our 4 ticket booths, which have the prices of the tickets underneath, and security guard chairs at the end of the barriers for each ticket booth. This is the gate you go through once you have your ticket. It will lead to the main hall. This is the main hall where there are merchandise shops, which will be set up on match days. These will sell rugby shirts and Welsh rugby merch. There's also some seating areas for people to sit on, and 2 bathrooms, one for girls, one for boys. Both of them are identical and have around 4 cubicles in each. They have sinks, toilets, and they're double height.
This is the tunnel that you go through to get to your seats. You go through different tunnels depending on who you're supporting.
As you come through this tunnel, straight in front of you, you'll be able to see the team seats, where the team and the coaches sit from both the home and away teams. On the side are one of the seat stands, and there's also some seats for neutral fans downside.
This is the pitch with the markings for the touchline and the sideline.
This is one of our food stalls. This food stall goes behind the seats. It sells different types of food from different countries, including burgers and snacks.
We have 2 changing rooms that also function as a gym. There is a different changing room for home and away.
Okay, so just a little snippet of some of the examples of some of the really good builds, and then I've got one last one just to show you now that has a nice little twist because it's got a bit of music over it in the background. So I wanted to try and give you a little bit of a flavour of all the different types of builds that we've had in, and like I said, I am really sorry that I've not been able to showcase absolutely everybody's. There was over 300 of them that we had in virtually, and they were all amazing. So I'm just going to show you this last one.
Our stadium is called the Golden Gladiator. When you enter the stadium, you see the customer service, tickets and information, question and information, and lost and found.
Here are the turnstiles. The ticket officers will take your ticket and allow you to pass through the turnstiles.
As you can see, to the right corridor there is the history room, the souvenir shop, the post-match room and the media room.
In the history room, the fans can see the club's most recent and oldest trophies to educate the fans on the club's history.
In the media room, employees post recent news on social media and also update the commentators on things such as statistics.
The post-match room is where the manager and the players get interviewed before the match by press to predict what they think is going to happen when the match starts.
Here is the souvenir shop. Merchandise is sold here, such as club kits, beanies, history books and rugby balls. You then get served at the tills and go on with your day. To the left we can see that there is the bar and all the toilets.
The bar is where children accompanied by an adult or over 18s can enjoy a range of drinks and snacks before and after the match.
public toilets.
In the cafeteria, there are a range of foods and many seating areas where people can enjoy a meal. There are even vending machines for the public.
This is where the commentators speak about the match.
This is the rugby stadium. The public will have designated seats to watch the game. On the pitch, we can see the players' bench where the substitutes wait to play.
This is the players' tunnel, where the players enter and exit the pitch. The first two rooms we see are the changing rooms. Each player has a little box to get changed in before the match starts.
This is the VR room. The players will use virtual reality to improve the way they play and help them off pitch.
Players will go through a door and sign in at reception, ready to enter the stadium.
This is the Golden Gladiator. It is an eco-friendly building and a perfectly accessible location.
Okay, so that is basically sort of from me, just to say thank you very much to everybody for all your hard work. It has been truly amazing. The quality of the work produced, I'm just absolutely amazed, and so are your teachers. So if you haven't had the opportunity to have any of your showcase today, on your first lesson back, I'm sure if you ask Miss Bourne or Miss Thomas, they can play your walkthroughs. Like I said, they're so large, some of the file sizes, it's really difficult to play them in a very short space of time today. But thank you again. Thank you for your resilience, your patience, and most importantly, I think you've all shown a huge level of maturity that we've given you a task to try to manage your own time, to be able to resolve any problems or issues, which you have done in a really mature and responsible way. And I am very, very proud of each and every one of you and all the work that you have produced, because I honestly didn't think that we would get work to this quality in the short space of time that you've had. And most of you have worked incredibly hard, and I'm sure all of your IT teachers and your heads of year are incredibly proud as well. So I will pass you all back over to Mr. Goddard, and again, just thank you very, very much for all the hard work that you've all put in the last 2 weeks.
Thank you, Mrs. Giddy. Before we close the assembly, I'd like to ask Miss Evans to speak.
Oh, I just want to say well done to everybody. I'm absolutely blown away with the quality of this work. I'm so proud to work at this school with such talented pupils. So a big thank you to all of you for working so hard on these projects. I think, Mr. Goddard, we've got to publicise this because the community are going to be so thrilled to see some of the work that's been going on at Chepstow School. So a huge thank you to all the pupils who've worked really, really hard on this Minecraft WRU project. And I also want to say a huge thank you to all the teachers for designing the tasks, for planning this, and for supporting you through it as well. You've all done a brilliant job, and I hope you have a well-deserved rest on the Easter break. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Evans. Wales in 2022 will have a new curriculum, and it's going to ensure that all young people are ambitious, capable learners, healthy, confident individuals, enterprising, creative contributors, and ethically informed citizens. Well, I think what you've shown this morning, you've all got that already. The authentic learning, which we mean real life learning, is incredible. We see there, we've got future designers, architects, nutritionists, composers, environmentalists, computer analysts, newsreaders, and the list goes on and on. I've been blown away from what I've seen this morning, and I've been blown away from what we've seen over the last 2 weeks. Again, a massive thank you for all the support from your heads of year, ICT department, all the teachers who've been messaging you and coming into you live on video calls throughout the 2 weeks, checking you're okay, checking that you need any help, any confirmation of any of the tasks. And mostly, a big thank you to all Key Stage 3 who've just shown great maturity and responsibility in taking part in this fantastic and engaging project. This is Friday and it's the day before we break up for Easter. The 2 things I'm going to ask you to do today. At 11 o'clock, you'll have a link on this team page, which if you can take about 15 minutes to fill in a survey for us, it's really good for us to get feedback on what's gone well and also what can be developed and improved for next time. So if you can please do that. And also, before you finish today, I would like you to complete a 500-word reflection on your journey over the last 2 weeks. That's really important for you, just to make sure you diarise what you've done and you can really portray all the fantastic things you've done and the things which you probably can improve for next time, because next time we do it, we're going to make this even better. Thank you to everyone. Have a happy Easter, and we look very much forward to seeing you all on Monday after Easter. Thank you.